Greetings, fellow park goers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Oxygen Not Included Volcanea, Episode 7, Ladder Park. Let's get back to business. I am going to be picking it up on just slow speed for now. So here's the plan for the stables, as a little reminder. The plan is to suck out all the oxygen, which I will show you here because I am generous. Suck out all the carbon dioxide and oxygen in the stables. After we put a liquid lock here, so that the stables can be about, let's say, 2/3 hydrogen, 1/3 oxygen. It's really going to be half and half. Because Draco only regrow their scales in hydrogen, so if we want to get scales, or rather, if we want to get textiles off of the Draco, we're going to have its scales regrow in hydrogen. So the idea that I have now, and I suppose if pulling would work, I would pull for it, but there's kind of two ways to get hydrogen in there. One is to see if there's enough hydrogen in these sort of like hydrogen clouds, and to pump and relocate that hydrogen into the Draco Ranch. And the other way is to actually go down to the hydrogen geyser over here. Yep, hydrogen vent. And tap the hydrogen vent, which would of course be a renewable source of hydrogen. Both ways would work. I don't know what temperature this hydrogen vent's coming out at, so it might require some cooling, because we don't really want to have, like, melt your face off hot hydrogen, but that's relatively easy to do. And then once we have hydrogen here, we don't actually need to wait for the hydrogen in order to get the Draco in here. All the Draco really care about is that they have millwood to eat. But once we get hydrogen here, we'll be able to shear and groom the Draco, giving us some wonderful textiles to be able to make clothing or suits or whatever. And then it's possible that the Draco will then mutate into its plastic form, the glossy Draco. And that would give us plastics without having to go the petroleum plastic press route. So I guess I am gonna poll you on Twitch because YouTube's polling doesn't work, and ask, how should I source the hydrogen? From clouds around the colony, from clouds, or from vents. Okay, that is officially going to be the poll. So there you go. Now I'm pointing as if there's something for me to point at, which is stupid because there's not. It's on Twitch, and you'll have to vote that way. But that's the project we're picking up, and then after I'm done with this project, you all can decide on additional projects. That ain't for me to decide. So it looks like stress is a big flat 0. Available kcals is probably going to fluctuate a bit, but right now it's pretty good, 55,000. So that's enough to keep dupes fed for a while. We do have some new points of interest. So there's a natural gas geyser here. Natural gas geysers produce natural gas, unsurprisingly. And then the primary use for natural gas would be a natural gas generator, which converts natural gas into electrical power and produces waste carbon dioxide and waste water, which is polluted. So we can use this natural gas geyser as a way to have water and power. The downside of that is, of course, heat. Right now, as it stands, I don't have any cold biomes known. And we don't have any thermal nullifiers known either. I don't think there's a thermal nullifier in here. Yeah, this doesn't look like it has a thermal nullifier, which means we really don't have a good way of deleting heat unless we go like super advanced with like steel and steam power, which I'm not going to do because that's jumping like way too many levels of technology all at once. So the hesitation about tapping that would, of course, be the heat that it generates is going to be difficult to deal with. We do have cool steam vents, 2 of them, which is going to be really convenient. This cool steam vent, is it germy? No, it's not germy. So if we did go and try to use that cool steam, it's cool, but it's like 160 Fahrenheit or 70 Celsius, as is this one, about 70 Celsius. So those are, of course, renewable sources of water, but somewhat difficult to deal with as they are extremely hot. And would also require heat deletion. Let me catch up with chat. DSN Matter? Arsenal, thank you for the resubs. And then Ari for bits. Are you suggesting goals, Emily asks? No, not yet. I'm still working on the current priority that's there. Get research, or really it's going to be set up. Wow, I can't type at all. Set up the Draco Range. And it looks like the hydrogen is going to come from vents. Got it. The next thing I'm going to want to do here is let's go ahead and turn off this flow control. These liquid reservoirs are like completely full, so it's time to dump most of the water from the reservoir into from the built reservoirs into the holding thing. So if I want to tap this, do I have brine? No, I haven't printed up any brine or salt water. Okay. And excavate the hydrogen vent. Got it. Well, I hope someone, what priority? Oh, I see why. These are priority 9. That's why no one's running on the power wheel. Come on, they've both been tuned up. I will set them to 9s. Or 8. Yep, gonna tap the vents. So what I'm gonna want to do for the vents is to set up some sort of liquid lock for them. Perhaps also with a physical manual airlock or mechanized airlock as well. Just because if the hydrogen's hot enough, it can actually boil off the water and delete its own liquid lock, which would not be great. But we'll see if that's necessary. And then once we have all this stuff in the ranch hauled away, I'll go ahead and issue the order for the dupes to set up another liquid lock there. What did we just research? I don't know. But it wouldn't be a terrible idea to get temp shift plating. Especially if we're dealing with hydrogen. Hydrogen and temp shift plates kind of go hand in hand, if you ask me. Alright, so this is just the cleanup. And then I also wanted to, now that we're not actually using this area as, using this area for water storage, I'm gonna want to phase that all out. Alright, we got something to print and skills to choose. So Dead Dodo, you are going to... You know, I might... I might put Ted Dedo actually in charge of cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So Glitch, or rather, Fangface, you were cooking. I'm gonna say no. No, in fact, here, let me just disable all of it in Dead Dodo. You're going to go to yes. That means that for Fangface, I'm going to need to skill scrub. So I'm going to build a little skill scrubber and change his skills. And then there was also something to print. Wow. All right, Mirth. What a coincidence. You're grilling out some ribs? Perfect coincidence to me. Sounds great. Okay, so we shut off that valve. All right, let's go ahead and let this go. It's pure, lovely water. Gonna get dumped into our holding area, or whatever you want to call it. And I guess while I'm at it, I might as well get a little textile loom. So in order to speed up the duplicates being able to reach the area that I'm going to be working on for, just go with buildings. The area that I'm working on to tap the hydrogen vent, I'm going to set up this new walkway. And that will make it a lot easier to get there. It is a little weird that I'm sort of burying a carbon skimmer. I'll probably end up getting rid of the carbon skimmer, I would say, at some point. Oh, made a mess. You need to use the bathroom. Well, you went potty in the right spot, because that's already the potty hole. So, I will forgive it. Trying to think, is there anything I've overlooked in terms... Animal control might not be a terrible thing for the incubator if we want to incubate eggs. But I don't think that's going to be all that necessary at this moment. Oh, yeah, yeah, I trapped him. Thank you. I saw that up there, or rather, you told me, but... I'm really good at trapping people. That's going to be nice and stressful. Alright, I'll just set it to emergency so that my dupes actually get down and build that ladder. There you go, now you're not trapped. That's what I get for doing a little bit of redesign. You could never get an animal farm working, right? Yeah, it can. It can definitely be a little tricky. If you, I mean, one of the things that I've found, like, anytime that I can't figure out something, I just, like, resort to the wiki. The wiki is pretty reliable. Oh, another trap. You are just a trap monster, aren't you? You just want to get trapped. Constantly. There you go. Build your way out. Alright, now that that's done, I shouldn't be getting trapped on the regular. You always starve with an animal farm? Well, it sounds like you need to do regular farming first. No sense in animal ranching when, well, I guess that depends on whether or not you're, like, trying to ranch hatches for food or not. You know, one of the things I just realized I could do? I could stick a little tile here and claim that to be a nature reserve. Where is the nature reserve research anyway? I never remember where it is. Nature, where are ya? I probably already have it. So, temp shift plates. Someone asked last stream, like, what do you do with diamond? So, temp shift plates would be sort of the answer. So it's under farming? Okay, got it. Or food. That would be, no farming. On the development, liquid gases, exosuits, computers. There's no farm. Oh, here we go. How about I just do park sign? Okay, I already have it. Because, yeah, this right here could be a little nature preserve, at least for now. And then, you know, we might end up moving stuff around. I'm trying to think if I want to attempt to incorporate the fire ladder yet. To move things faster. Probably not, but... There we go. Finally found it. Oh, you know what? No, it can't, because I would need to get rid of the ladder. Well... Yeah, I would need to get rid of the ladder, because there's only one wild plant there. Never mind. Oh, look at the little sage hatchling. So cute. Alright, the area is done. So I'm going to enable auto bottle and liquid lock that. Actually, let's liquid lock that after I have the gas pump built. So I'll put a gas pump here, sort of in the middle. And I'm just going to be dumping the gas out here. And I'm not going to plug it in just yet, so I'll just not even build the cabling. Because I don't want to have to run through the water if I can avoid it. Nature Reserve requires 6. No, I think it's 2 and 4. If the mouse wheel would allow it. What is going on? I have to pause. 2 wild plants, 4 wild plants. 2 and 4. I've been digging up and moving all the wild plants. I mean, I could tap this area here, but it's chlorinated, so I'd have to deal with the chlorine. So it's probably easiest if I don't bother. Because right now there's... Well, yeah, I could turn this into... You know what? I could have you guys decide if polling would work. Let's see. Should I make a little... What would this technically be called? It would be a park. Yes or no? Yeah, it's just like a little side goal, whether or not you want it. It's doable. I could fix it up and make it into a tiny little park. It's up to you. Oh, you know what? The other thing I'm going to do is not put the gas vent there, because that's going to interrupt the ladder if I ever want a ladder going up. Chimic with a skill point. So, Chimic, instead of improved farming, I'm going to give you ranching. Because I think we're going to be ranching soon. And then I did build the skill to get rid of, I think it was Fang Face's cooking. So Fang Face, hop in there. We're going to shake you up. So this is a way to sort of reassign their skill points. Because I no longer want him to be cook. So, shaking him up. But don't worry. Just whether or not I build a park, I am not going to stop working towards hydrogen. I'm going to do both. So he's almost done. Could I put airflow tiles above the carbon skimmer? I'm not really even using the carbon skimmer. Right now, the carbon is sitting here over anyway, so it can't even get to it. I don't plan on keeping the carbon skimmer in this spot, so it's not something I'm particularly concerned about at the moment. All right, skills. Bang Face. Back to you. I am going to give you art. Yeah. You're gonna be a little bit of an artist. At some point, you guys might vote for me to, like, try to make everything look nice. So, figure might as well have art researched. All right, liquid lock is good to go. And then once we get the liquid lock, I'll plug in the gas pump, empty that out, and I'm working on heading towards the hydrogen vent. So for the hydrogen vent, I'm going to need some sort of liquid lock. And what I want to do is I want to get rid of all this germy water, so that my liquid locks are not germy. Just as a preference. And you guys will do want a little park, okay? Here, bud. Peanut. All right, let me try that. So, here's the idea I had for a little park. I am going to need to move some stuff, though. So, oxygen diffuser, battery. These stuff are going to have to move, even the refrigerator and the grill. All right, so the current priority is set up a Drecker ranch and hydrogen vent and build a park. I'm also going to get rid of the skill scrubber. I will put a jumbo battery. I'll just move my batteries over there. Alright, aux diffuser. One. Put the other one here. I think I just removed the cabling, but that's fine. I have trouble, painting straight lines, clearly. Who leveled up? Manager. Well, I don't need mechatronics just yet. So I'm not even going to sign this. You'll just be a happier dupe. I could have incorporated fire pole, but I'm not going to do this time around. Maybe eventually, but building a fire pole, it's one of those just like one more turn type deals where like if I start building a fire pole, well then am I ever going to tap the hydrogen vent? That is of course the worry. I'm trying not to go to that downward spiral. Alright, the sink, however, that's going to be a little bit trickier. Rust. Yeah, I'll have some rust. Because I don't really have a good place to move the sink. I have an idea. I could definitely move the sieve, but I could move the sieve to be... Yeah, I'll probably end up moving the sieve at some point. Cheers! Are we still looking for a dedicated cook? For now, I'm just going to let Dodo do it. But if someone actually ends up getting the skill, I'm fine with that someone taking over. Oh, okay. Liquid lock is done. I'm glad I noticed now. I don't think we put any extra there. So now it's time to plug in the gas pump. Get that all pumped out. So this is 600 and way too big. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shrink the size of the room so that it doesn't exceed maximum size for a park. Hence the moving stuff. I'm gonna see if this is okay size enough. Maybe, well, before I even do that, we'll just see if this is good enough. Maybe it will be. All right, and then I'm gonna want to lick a lock over here. Still too much water. Hey, Taylor, thank you for the resub, and you know, you're welcome. I appreciate it. Cheers. Can I have machinery in there? That's a good point. I don't think I can. It's also... Oh, yeah, it's still way too big. Alright. If we want to get rid of the sieve, now might be a good time. The other thing I could do is to have the water... I like that plan. Alright, let's turn this off. I have an idea. Is it a good idea? Well, we'll see. But at least it's an idea. I will say that I think scope creep is going pretty hard right now. All right, so how big is this room now? 272, and a park is maxed out at 64. I'm a little bit too big still. Yeah, we'll see if I end up fixing it. So the idea that I had for the sieve is to have the sieve part of this chlorinated loop, but over here, but off of the last reservoir, so that the stuff that the polluted dirt that we sieve out is not germy, and then the sieve gets to be moved, which allows me to like move this setup around a bit. So we'll see. Just making a little bit of improvements. Hey, Fingface, you leveled up again. All right, we'll give you Masterworks. A little worried about your morale. We'll see if your stress starts climbing. I might need to treat you nice if that becomes an issue. And what I'm trying to do here is just mop up this stuff before I start digging down to the to the hydrogen vent. But it's too much liquid, so I'm just strategically like... Oh, there we go. Now I can mop it. Wonderful. Alright, so if I put the sieve over here, and then hook it up as part of the loop here, you know, it'll still work, and I'll be able to get the sieve out of the way. I don't think that I need any of this. So I'm going to break it all down. I'd rather just have the materials. Let's see, is pulling still working? Nope. Still broken. Still too much liquid. That is a shame. Is this oxygen not included? It is, yes. So I'm obviously going to leave the water lock in there so I don't end up with chlorine going through the base. There we go. Now, of course, this doesn't have any liquid intake yet. So the idea that I had for here is to move the liquid shutoff valve, which apparently I need more refined metal. That's fine. Move the liquid shutoff valve to be just after the water sieve. And it will effectively serve the same purpose. But I need to make more room in my reservoir tanks. So I'm going to shut this down. Oh, you did have enough for that. So we'll look something like this, where the output here comes out and then can feed back. And then if this valve is on, it leads to a vent that I'm just going to rebuild a vent. And I'll put a switch next to it, so it's obvious what that switch controls, so that I don't have to ever wonder. Okay, this is vacuum. Gas pump has done its work. Blueprint. I'll take some ice. Hey, Sashi. I'm glad you're excited for some Oni. Thank you for the resub. All right, so this is nice germ-free water. Yep. So I'm gonna make some more room, and then once we've made more room, I will rework the circuit to use this sieve instead. Okay, cool. Then, this eventually is going to be like a gas vent here for the hydrogen. So I might as well, ahead of time, build the vent that's going to carry the hydrogen. Just get that underway to fill the other half of the Dreco Ranch with good old hydrogen. Hopefully it doesn't explode. Move the ice. Yeah, I'm doing that now. Liquefiable ice. Sticking the ice in the storage bin in here, and then once all the ice has been moved, I will just dump it out of the storage bin and have it melt into the pool of water there. Bringing the temperature of the water down, which is actually pretty good for the base temp, because that water gets piped around the washroom and other places. So... Boop. And now there's no valid place to put this water, so it'll eventually melt and add to the total volume of water that I got. Do I want to assign your skill badger? No, not yet. Couldn't I layer the gases? Yeah, you can layer gases. It's a little bit trickier to layer gases like that. But yeah, I would have to. Yeah, it's a viable way to set up a Dreco Ranch. It's just harder to set it up that way, which is why I haven't. Going for the easy way. Glitch, you leveled up. Well, I am going to give you improved carry. I might want to get someone that has, like, plumbing skills at some point. Chimic likes to do it. I guess I could have Badger do it. I'm going to have Badger head towards plumbing. Will I be cooling down the hydrogen first? No. No. The sort of my method of operation is to do a project kind of as simply as I can, and then if it requires extra complexity sometime down the line, I'll add to it. But I do my best not to overcomplicate things on first pass. Just to keep it simple. It's how I prefer to play. So, the great mop-up continues. And all this is getting dumped into this same pool of water to be eventually filtered. They hate their meals. Yeah, I know, I know. Did the ice melt? Oh no, still very cold. Yeah, at least the water will be colder, exactly. Once it's done. Thank you for tuning in to Oxygen Not Included, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.